One of my subscribers has asked me to realistically rebuild the Buffalo Bills. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and or subscribe. I would appreciate that. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll do whatever rebuild the top comment says. But for the Bills offseason, getting Keon Coleman in the first round, I really liked him. There's some players that I thought maybe could go over him, but he ended up being, the first pick in the second round, right? I mean, basically a first round pick 33, I think. But either way, we got Ray Davis as well. He looks, my God, this dude looks like he's in his mid-30s already, and he's only 24. But apart from the shade, in the offseason, we all know that Bills went downhill. Dalton Kincaid, I'm going to start over Dawson Knox, but Dawson Knox, his contract is about $14 million a year. You can make second string tight ends do stuff. You just have to put them in the slot. I don't know what I'm necessarily going to do with him, but I don't know if I'm going to keep him long term if I have Dalton Kincaid on my team. Why does Dalton Kincaid look so upset in his picture? Either way, defensively here, Matt Milano's a superstar X factor. I didn't know they made that change. Von Miller being an 86 after him being injury prone, and the performance he puts up whenever he's on the field is kind of crazy. And then everyone else here, Caleb Bishop. Is it Caleb Bishop or is it Cole Bishop? My bad. Out of Utah. Not a bad pick, but the defense did regress. Von Miller isn't what he used to be, of course, due to his age. Then you did lose Trey White, who is consistently injured. You did lose Tremaine Edmonds to the Bears a couple years ago, and also Kareem Jackson did get suspended recently, or didn't he get cut? I believe he got cut, did he not? But either way, apart from that, let me go check if he did get cut, and then we'll move in to the midseason mark. And yes, he did get cut, so I'm going to make sure to cut Kareem Jackson here. At the midseason mark, we are 4-3 here, as we are second in the division behind the 5-2 New York Jets. And for the scouting national focus, I think I'm going to do middle linebacker here. And for the players ready to negotiate, Rasul Douglas, I wouldn't mind back for another year, so I'm going to sign him on that. And before I spend any more money, I want to look at who we have. Mike Edwards, I'm not really interested in. Spencer Brown just doesn't want to be here. All these other guys, just not really interested in. Layala Collins, wow, he's already 31. Reggie Gilliam and Kaiir Elam. Kaiir Elam, not really too interested in. I mean, he's young age, but I'm not going to accept his option. Not really that good in real life, but in Madden, he's young, he has star dev. Maybe I'll re-sign him. Let's move into the playoffs. And then in the playoffs, we are 11-6, end up being a 6 seed, and of course, we have to play the Chiefs round 1, so we're probably going to lose that. Stats and awards here, Josh Allen, top 3 in passing yards, top 10 in passing touchdowns, 15th pass rating, 3rd best offense in the league, 4th best defense. You love to see it. Almost 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, only 98 pass rating. I mean, in real life, 98 pass rating is good, but in Madden, it's not that crazy, especially with the 12 interceptions. But either way, I mean, I guess he does turn over the ball a lot in real life. But James Cook here, 2 fumbles, 14 touchdowns, only 3.6 per carry, though. Curtis Samuel, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Keon Coleman, 5 touchdowns, 900 yards, nice rookie year. MVS with almost 900 yards and 5 touchdowns. Dalton Kincaid doing good as well. Forgot to put Dawson Knox in the slot. Terrell Bernard here with 103 tackles for a loss, 17 for Ed Oliver, 15 for Greg Rousseau, sacks, 18 for Greg Rousseau. That should be superstar dev. 9 for Von Miller, 5.5 for Ed Oliver. Interceptions, 4 for Teron Johnson, 2 for Bernard. Safeties on the team is 1 for Rousseau, and defensive touchdowns is 0 as Greg Rousseau balled out. Can we beat the Kansas City Chiefs to move on to the divisional round here? And surprisingly, we do. Here to face the 16-1 Baltimore Ravens. They're better than us in every way on the stat sheet, just in general, and of course they beat us as we will lose in the divisional round. Typical Bills move. Let's move into the offseason. And the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Sure, dude. Donovan Wilson wins the Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP, and there are no awards here for the Bills. In the AFC East, a bunch of Jets players retire, including Aaron Rodgers, and then for the Bills, Von Miller retires. So that does give us a lot more cap room, as our cap room has increased to $30 million. And for the team upgrades offensively, Dalton Kincaid goes up to superstar dev. You love to see it. Ray Davis here has star dev, and then Keon Coleman also has star dev. Defensively, looking into it, anyone else? Gregory Rousseau goes up to superstar, as he should, and Rasul Douglas goes up to superstar. I'm glad I re-signed him when I did. And then Cole Bishop only comes to star dev. No surprise there, but either way, we got a lot of work here to do on defense. And for the players ready to negotiate, I'm not going to accept Kaiir Elms' contract for his 5th year, and then Mike Edwards, Spencer Brown, all these other extras. Don't really want them either. So for now, I'm just going to hit free agency with $30 million to spend. After free agency, wasn't really much of a market here, so I got a new punter in Ryan Stonehouse, and I got a new center 1-year deal for Ryan Kelly. In the first round, picking up wide receiver Dave Leary here. Hidden dev, 6 foot, 193 out of USC, 97 speed, 95 acceleration. Looks really good. Skills aren't crazy, but be catching traffic, be spec catch. He'll be the wide receiver 2. Well, wide receiver 3 in the slot behind, I believe, MVS. My goodness, Deontay McKee, 409 pounds out of University of South Florida. What are they feeding you? 6'3" run stopper, elite strength, great acceleration at 409 pounds, dude. A player, a tackle, a hit power. He's got to be the guy here in the second round. B- pick. Normal dev with 99 strength. Of course, the normal dev has 99 strength. Outrageous that he has normal dev with these kind of skills and 99 strength as a rookie. Here we are after the draft. I guess Dawson Knox is playing at fullback. I don't want that to happen. Well, Keon Coleman here. Leary is going to be the 2. Dawson Knox, honestly, he can just remain at fullback. I'm going to have Leary in the slot. Curtis Samuel is going to be the number 2. Yeah, I don't want to waste Dawson Knox's contract like the way we're wasting it now. He's 28. I don't want his contract. I don't want him. I have Dalton Kincaid. I'm going to trade him away. Trading away Dawson Knox for a 3rd round pick. I'm aware that I can probably get a 2nd round pick or next year's 2nd round pick for him, but I don't think that'd be realistic for a guy with a high cap hit. He's already 28. I think a 3rd round pick is fair value here. Now back to the team. Leary again is going to be in the slot for us, so I'm going to force him there, and then Cook, let's move him up. Need another edge rusher. Didn't really get one in the previous round, and then Elam. Want him in the number 2, well, as the number 1 slot, I mean, and then defensively, everything else looks all right here. Benford, got all that. Defense kind of looks the same. McKee here is going to be the number 2, big boy, and then everything else looks good. And we are 4-3, got a number 7 seed currently, as we are 2nd in the division behind the Dolphins. Scouting national focus, I'm going to keep it at middle linebacker. I mean, do I do that? Or I'm actually going to do outside linebacker so I can get a new edge rusher or potentially new pass coverage linebackers as well. And for the players ready to negotiate, Greg Rousseau is interested to be with the team. I'm interested to keep him. $25 million a year for 5 years. He resigns on that. James Cook doesn't want to be here. He wants to be in a warm weather state. Can't change that. I'm just going to overpay for him. He resigns on the team. Rasul Douglas, I wouldn't mind back for another season, so just another 1-year deal for our superstar defensive back resigns. Kaiir Elam here. I finally said his name right, I think. But either way, even though he's not good in real life, he's 24. He has star dev. There's development here. He's only $3 million a year to be a depth piece at a 77 overall, and he doesn't accept. Like, come on, dude. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. And then Christian Benford here, he's 79 overall. Normal dev, but 24, can develop, $4 million a year. Good offer. I'm going to sign him on that. And then Elam, maybe I don't re-sign him because he didn't accept the contract. Terrell Bernard, I don't mind him back on the team. This wouldn't be a bad offer, but I'm not going to overpay for him because he is a normal dev, and he doesn't want to sign that, so I guess we're not going to sign him. Connor McGovern, not really interested in. And then all these other guys here, maybe Ryan Kelly if he doesn't regress too far. All these other extras don't want. Dalton Kincaid, I'll accept his 5th-year option when the time comes. But for now, let's move into the playoffs. But before we do that, we got a player of the week, Ed Oliver, 6 tackles, 3 sacks at the midseason mark. Love to see that. Let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs as we finished 13-4 top of the division with a slightly worse team than last year, in my opinion. We lost a couple key players, but either way, here to face Dawson Knox and the Los Angeles Chargers, who are better than us in every stat. And for the stats and awards, Josh Allen did much better than last season. 7th best offense in the NFL, 9th best defense here. A little bit more yards, I believe, in the previous season. More touchdowns. No interceptions for Josh Allen is the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen in my life. 114 pass rating. I've never seen a QB play a full season with 0 interceptions. Has that actually happened in real life? I don't know. You're not going to give Josh Allen the league MVP after that? There's no way. There's no way that someone outperformed 0 interceptions. Let's see what Dak possibly did. Dak, 40 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, had a better pass rating, more yards, I guess, but it's like 0 interceptions? Are you kidding me? Lamar was also above him. I'm sure he played really well in the AFC North. 3 interceptions. Yeah, you could argue this is better pass rating. Lamar Jackson is fine, but Dak threw 10 picks, dude. Come on. Josh Allen, no interceptions is crazy. James Cook, no fumbles this time, but 10 touchdowns, only 3.7 per carry. I expect him to give me at least 4.0. Keon Coleman, 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. 9 touchdowns for Dave Leary and over 1,000 yards in his rookie season. Curtis Samuel, 3 touchdowns, 750 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 11 touchdowns, 736 yards. Terrell Bernard with 90 tackles, tackles for a loss, 19 for Greg Rousseau, 11 for Ed Oliver, 10 for Javon Solomon. Okay, that's not bad for like, what, he was like a 68 overall. Sacks, 15 for Ed Oliver, 8.5 for Greg Rousseau. I believe this should give him superstar dev. 15 sacks and 11 tackles for a loss for defensive tackles, amazing. Interceptions, 5 for Teron Johnson, 4 for Douglas. Safeties on the team is going to be 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. Here we are to face the Los Angeles Chargers, not place the Los Angeles Chargers, and it looks like we lost immediately in the wild card to Dawson Knox and the Los Angeles Chargers. So let's move into year number 3. Eagles, Chiefs rematch. This time it's not even close. Chiefs blow them out by a 3-score lead. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott will never win a league MVP in real life, you know, just EA devs, total D riders. And then Dave Leary wins Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Bills. And for the Bills, Daquan Jones retires. For the team upgrades offensively, Leary goes up to Superstar Dev after winning Rookie of the Year. Any other upgrades that I can see? Dalton Kincaid goes to Superstar X Factor. You'd love to see that. Defensively, what do we have? Ed Oliver, 15 sacks, 11 tackles for a loss. 15 sacks for a defensive tackle is nuts. I think he deserves Superstar Dev. I'm going to give it to him. I don't care if people don't agree with me. But there is still a lot of things I need on this defense. I need a new edge rusher other than AJ Epineza, of course. And then Teron Johnson also got star dev here. I need a new strong safety. Cole Bishop is fine. Maybe, I mean, Terrell Bernard isn't bad, and we have him on a 3-year contract. Need a different outside linebacker. Matt Milano is regressing. Offensively, I'm going to probably need a new center to replace Ryan Kelly. I need a new right tackle, need a new left guard, and then maybe a new wide receiver too. Leary could be that guy, but I have Dalton Kincaid, so it's really not that much of an issue. I need the O-line, some of the D-line, and my linebacking core fixed. Then for the re-signings, I'll accept the option for Dalton Kincaid, and then Elam here, I'm going to offer you the exact same thing, and he wants to test out free agency. That's fine. I'm good on DB depth for right now. And then Khalil Shakir can walk. Terrell Bernard. Again, I want to give him just a base offer, neutral offer here. See if he accepts that. And he doesn't want to come back either. Connor McGovern, no, don't want him. And then Ryan Kelly, I wouldn't mind back for another year. He's an 81 overall. Not too bad of a player. All these other extras, just not interested in. After free agency, I got Braxton Jones as our new franchise left tackle. I'm going to move my current left tackle, Deion Dawkins, to right tackle. Kyler Gordon as a depth defensive back to replace Elam. And then Drew Tranquil as a temporary outside linebacker. In the first round here, we got Barry Ringer. Yes, he has a first round projection. Projected at 2 to 3 talent. Not projected, is a round 2 to 3 talent. But I'm in the late first round here. Not super late, but still, I think I might reach out of Ohio State. 6'4", 241 here. Physicals, elite acceleration, elite jumping, good speed, great strength, A awareness, A finesse moves, B hit power, B pursuit. His coverages don't really matter. Need him to rush off the edge. Need to replace AJ Epineza and Von Miller. I'm going to pull the trigger. B+ pick here. Normal dev sucks. Hopefully he'll develop. In the second round, getting a new left guard, Tony Martin here, hidden dev, 6'3", 318, 90 strength as a rookie is amazing, out of Wisconsin, 82 acceleration, 79 jumping, A's and B's across the board. Now we got a playmaker here out of Oregon State with F catching, day 3 projection, but just elites across the board. I mean, F catching, B spec catch. I mean, I kind of want to pull the trigger. Why not? You know, elites across the board. F catching is crazy. Probably going to have normal dev. Just want to see what's up with him. C- pick, normal dev at 97 speed, 98 acceleration, 99 agility. Crazy. Normal dev, but it's fine. And then with my other third round pick that I got from Dawson Knox, Jaden Fleming, 6'3", 330 out of Tennessee, 99 strength once again as a defensive tackle is crazy, and he's not even 400 pounds. Hidden dev, C is across the board. I didn't care. I picked him because of his elite strength. And then the super fast wide receiver that we had, why not? He's 69 overall. Nice. Going to put him over Curtis Samuel. See what happens there. 73 overall left guard. Offense is shaping up very nicely. Defensively, Fleming is a 70 overall. We're going to move him to the number 2 just because of his development trait. Then I need to move Ringer, who's a 72 overall, down to defensive end. So now that we got that figured out, I still need a new strong safety, and this guy could be at 5'9", 209, zone archetype though, only 87 speed. 5'9" for a safety is outrageous, but you know what? It's better than nothing. Let's just put him at strong safety since he has a dev. Still a 70 overall with the boost. Gonna leave him there. Everything else looks good. Hopefully Ringer goes up in overall. He's currently a 73 once I moved his position. Got all that there. Curtis Samuel. I'm going to have the other guy be in the slot, the new rookie with the 99 acceleration. Let's see how he goes, and let's move into year number 3. He's a 64 overall slot guy, but I really don't care. Let's see how he balls out. Year number 3, we are 1-5, bottom of the division. Go team. Scouting national focus. I'm going to do middle linebacker again. And for the players ready to negotiate, Rasul Douglas, might as well just keep him again. He's a superstar, and he doesn't want to be here anymore. Matt Milano. How much money does he want? He wants 20 million. You're not an edge rusher, dude. I'm going to do this. Some people say it's cheating. It's called being realistic. He's not an edge rusher. He's not going to get paid as an edge rusher. He is a linebacker, a coverage linebacker, so he's going to get paid as a coverage linebacker. See how much difference that makes in his contract? I'll sign him for this, and he re-signs on that. I'm moving back to outside linebacker. Osiris Torrance, I'm just going to give him a big deal here. I mean, it's not really big money, but going to extend him because he's young and a star def. Don't really want Curtis Samuel. Don't really want Taylor Rapp or Dorian Williams. Ryan Kelly, it depends how much further he regresses. Everyone else is fine, but Rasul Douglas, I'll wait on that. We're tanking this year, I guess. And we finished 9-8, get an 8 seed. That's not what I wanted. That is the worst thing that could have happened. I would rather just wipe out and do terrible, as my defense just did terrible this season. For the stats and awards, Josh Allen, great once again. 11th best defense. Probably a terrible defense here. 11th best offense, 21st defense. What I was expecting. 31 at touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, 110 pass rating, almost 4,000 yards. James Cook here. I mean, the touchdowns is good, but this average, I really expected it to be above 4.0 now, but apparently, I guess not, which is really annoying. Receiving wise, Keon Coleman continues to do great. 10 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. Dave Leary, 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tyler Owego here with Agua Yo, 7 touchdowns, 700 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Drew Tranquil with 108 tackles. What is Matt Milano doing? He's starting at my sub linebacker, and he's getting outperformed by everyone else. Tackles for a loss, 15 for Greg Rousseau, 14 for Ed Oliver, 14 for Deontay McKee, 10 for Barry Ringer, the rookie. Sacks, 11.5 for Greg Rousseau, 4.5 for Ed Oliver, 4 for Barry Ringer. Expected better, but it is what it is. Interceptions, 3 for Rasul Douglas. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. And Dawson Knox wins the Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Chargers as Justin Herbert wins the Super Bowl MVP, and there are no awards here for the Buffalo Bills. Is Dawson Knox still on the Chargers, though, is the question. And yes, he is still on the Chargers, and he's getting paid with them, too. So good for Dawson Knox. In the AFC East, DeAndre Hopkins retires with the Patriots. That makes a lot of sense, actually. For the team upgrades, Keon Coleman goes up to Superstar Dev. No upgrade for my other receiver. The O-line looks really good here. Defensively, what do we have? Anyone else? Hold up. Did I see a Superstar quarterback as my second string? No, that's Tyler Bass. That makes a lot more sense. Defensively, Ringer doesn't go up, so I'll probably trade for someone. Ooh, my defensive backs are going down in overall. Not really the best here, but either way, it's what we have. I need a strong safety. Let's see if I can make something work in free agency. For the players ready to negotiate, Rasul Douglas, I'll keep him back for another year. Let's do neutral. Let's increase his bonus here, and he re-signs on the team for another year. Curtis Samuel can walk. Taylor Rapp can walk. And then Ryan Kelly, he's down to an 80. I really can't draft someone else better at this point. I really can't draft someone above an 80 overall. I'll take him for the 4th and final year. And of course, as soon as I sign him, Frank Ragnow is in the free agency period, of course. After free agency, I got Osa Odigizua at defensive tackle, and I got Jordan Battle at strong safety. I'm going to go trade for a middle linebacker and a new edge rush. And I didn't think that would go through, but it did. Trading away pick number 18 for 85 overall, Kayvon Thibodeau from the New York Giants. Now, I'm getting completely robbed on this, but it's crazy to me that a 31-year-old middle linebacker has this much value. Superstar middle linebacker, Zaire Franklin, 82 overall for a 2nd-round pick. I couldn't get him for a 3rd, tried a 2nd, went through immediately. So with that being said, I don't have a 1st or a 2nd-round pick. I could care less about my draft. Let's move in to the next season. And now I'm going to be signing Trey Tucker just as a wide receiver 2. Going to put David Leary in the slot. Yeah, so Trey Tucker, actually I'll just leave him at the 3. Still going to put Leary in the slot. Wow, there's a lot of running backs that the AI just drafted for me. That's cool, I guess. O-line looks pretty solid. 87 overall team. Definitely could be better. Kayvon Thibodeau is the splash player I made. Everything else looks good. Jordan Battle, Zaire Franklin. Kind of got robbed for that. Either way, a lot of depth for the team. We should be a lot better this season, at least making the playoffs since we were 9-8. in the previous season. Going to move Dave Leary into the slot, and then we will move in to the 4th and final year. 12-5, top of the division. We get the 3 seed here. Here to face the 9-8 Indianapolis Colts, Zaire Franklin's former team. Stats and awards, Josh Allen balled out once again, 9th best offense in the NFL. Defensively, 5th in the NFL. We are back at it. And then 4,000 yards. Finally hits over 4,000 yards in this rebuild. And then 31 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 114 pass rating. Very similar to last season. And then James Cook, dude, why does he suck so bad in simulation? 3.9 per carry. You're a 92 overall, and you can't even reach 1,000 yards or double-digit touchdowns. That's outrageous. Then Keon Coleman, 101 receptions, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. Dave Leary, 7 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trey Tucker, no touchdowns, but 600 yards. Defensively, Matt Milano, 93 tackles, finally leading the team in tackles after being an X-factor for so long. 3 tackles for a loss for Greg Rousseau, and then 12 tackles for a loss for Ed Oliver. Sacks, 13.5 for Ed Oliver, 13 for Kayvon Thibodeau, 6 for Greg Rousseau. Interceptions, 3 for Matt Milano, 3 for Rasul Douglas. He's on the team. 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Drew Tranquil. Can we beat the Indianapolis Colts to move on to the divisional round here? And we do. Here to face the 13-4 Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, I haven't been simulating, dude, this entire time. I haven't been doing the weekly strategies. You have to be kidding me. That's crazy. Let's see if we can beat the Jaguars. Here we are against the Jaguars. They're going to open up with nothing. We're going to respond with nothing. They finally put 7 on the board. We respond with another 7 on the board here. And then back and forth, punts nonstop in the 3rd quarter. Finally, we take the lead. Then they tie it right back up. Then we take the lead again. And are they going to tie it back up? No, we're going to make it a 2-score lead. Just hold the ball. Thank you. 24-21, as we will be moving on to the conference championship for the first time in this rebuild. And here we are in the conference championship. We get home field advantage here to face the 10-7 Cleveland Browns. Here we are against the Browns. They're going to open up with nothing. We respond with 7, and they're going to respond with 3. Another punt from us, another punt for them. Punt. Dude, come on. 14, now 21-3 against the Browns. Defense holding very strong here against the Browns. They finally score a touchdown, 24-13. They are making a comeback. Just hold the ball, dude, and we punted. What are you doing? And they're gonna tie the game. All you had to do was hold the ball, and you choked so unbelievably hard. Now I have to go make it happen. 4th quarter, what do we have? Just check it down here to James Cook. Up the field, almost a 1st down. 2nd down and 1, gonna give it right back here to James Cook. Why do the graphics look so whack on this? And for this, what do we have? What are we gonna have? Can I have circle? Can he hit that? Yes, sir. Up the field, Trey Tucker is gonna get his 1st touchdown this season. He is. 30-24. No way they make a comeback on us, right? Right? Please don't choke. Don't choke. There we go. 31-24 against the Cleveland Browns, and Greg Pagel here is the new quarterback for the Browns. All right. And here we are in the Super Bowl to face the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 11-6. For the team upgrades, offensively, we look the exact same. Defensively, any upgrades here for the team? What I can see is absolutely not. I'm surprised that Kayvon Thibodeau doesn't go to Superstar Dev, but I guess it is what it is. Here we are against the Eagles. They're going to open up with 3 points. We're going to respond with a safety. All right, that's interesting. 2-6 here. 6-5. Really weird score. 12-6. Finally getting our first lead of the game here, as we're going to make it, okay, 9, now 23. My God, what are these scores, dude? I don't even need to commentate at this point, as we're going to win it regardless, and your Buffalo Bills will win their 1st ever Super Bowl in history, 26-16 against the Philadelphia Eagles, with Josh Allen only having 1 touchdown, 205 yards. And your Super Bowl MVP is still Josh Allen after only putting up barely 200 yards and 1 touchdown. Dak Prescott, sure, dude, wins the league MVP with Mike McCarthy as the coach of the year. Yeah, didn't make it past the divisional round, so either way, that's the typical Cowboys, I guess. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. This was a successful rebuild with the Buffalo Bills getting their 1st ever Super Bowl win. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.